Supposed to be forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
As for forktails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See, your memory's back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher, Wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
이렇게 비꼬아?
Fame's not all it's made out to be. Consider myself lucky if I were you.
You're right. Takes a lot of champagne to wash down all that caviar. That is tough going. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
나 포니테일과 싸우자.
There it is. That day leave its nest.
Bastard! Damn it! It's taking off! Hit the wings!
따라가야 돼?
Foul, overgrown reptiles.
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further.
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved this lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home and all that. No kid this time, but his mare had just foaled.
Escalon Scorpion, bound by fate. An enchanting tale.
Mock me all you want. You're just jealous.
Landed here.
Not very gracefully. Look at the trap. The old hen, she cackled. She cackled on the fence. The old hen, she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
위에서 내리는 게 아니겠지? 저기요.
All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
No, it doesn't. I trust her.
And they say people learn from their mistakes.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
별로 안 좋아하네.
Something about Yen bothering you? Come on, grow a pair. Give it to me straight.
You grow a pair and admit she tricked you more than a few times.
That was then. Yen's changed.
Right. Fine, never mind. Let's go.
얘네랑 사이가 안 좋아지네. 얘네랑 있을 땐 얘네 편 들어줘야 되는 거. 보는 놈들이 다 그냥 썩었어. 일단 얼려버려. 안 나오나?
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
내기 해야지
Not
내기.
really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
둘이 왜 싸우는 거야 도대체?
Move it!
야, 날 밀고 가라. 어이구. 이건 싸우지 말고 사이좋게 가자. 멈춰.
Slow down! You'll break your neck!
다 와서 졌어. 아, 진짜.
I could beat you riding a lame sow. Good one.
Underestimated you, or should I say Scorpion. One fast mount.
And I overestimated you. If I'd known it'd be that easy, I'd have bet something on it.
Bet you next time. Thing is, I'll win.
Yeah, sure.
뭘 받고 싶은데 했어야 되나? 아니, 뭔가 다 선택이 지금 다 뭔가 마음에 안 들게 하고 있는 것 같은데. 라벨업. 그리고 이 휩쓸기 이런 거 어떻게 하는 거지? 에너지를 모았다가 하는 거라 그래. 메인캐 옆에 있는 서브들만 해도 막 600씩 주니까 경험치는 진짜 많이 주는 거. 성이 되게 크다. 쓸데없이 크네.
No.
Leaking again.
Impressive specimen.
A month of tracking, stalking. But I finally dropped the son of a bitch.
Congratulations. Can't help wondering, though. Why'd you keep the corpse? Aim to stuff it? Hang it above the mantle?
Not a bad idea. Gotta finish the autopsy first, though. This one was quicker than most. Quicker and stronger. Want to examine it thoroughly.
Mind if I have a look?
Want to do the honors?
No thanks. You cut. I'll grab a bite to eat. Let's examine its head.
둘이
Long whiskers. Protruding frontal lobe, but that's normal. Long ears. And an earring.
Seen that before. Some of them like shiny objects, like magpies.
And in the maw, yellow dull teeth. Missing its upper front teeth. Lower incisors.
Clearly not a flosser. Fine, let's move on. Open its gut.
갑자기 이걸 왜 하는 거야?
So, anything interesting?
Bits of undigested food. A few decades worth, looks like. Human hair, a belt buckle, a few coppers, and a gold ring. Want to give it to Yennefer? Ought to be as good as new once you polish it a bit.
No thanks. She only wears silver.
That's her loss. Rest is perfectly normal, except for its gnarled liver. Seems like I had a penchant for the blood of drunkards.
Nice claws. 15 inches, I'd say.
They grow its whole life. This one was about 110 years old.
Pretty muscular legs. Calves and feet especially.
Let me tell you, this sucker was fast. 1 second here, there the next. Always in the shadows. Could barely see it.
So how'd you take it down?
Long story. Tell you another time.
Think I've seen enough for now. This was an old one. Experienced.
It'd be nice to figure out a way to determine a Catacan's age based on its tracks. Avoid running across one like this unprepared.
It would, I agree. But later. See ya, Eskel. What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
저들끼리 사이가 다 좋은 게 아닌가
Oh,
보네.
sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous White Wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Gotta take care of something. Wait for me.
Sure.
최후의 시험. 준비가 되면 램버트에게 돌아가자. 뭐야? 예니퍼는? 이게 뭐가 어떻게 되는 거야? 뭐 꼬여도 단단히 꼬인 것 같은데.
Everything's ready at my end.
Gotta take care of something. Wait for me.
Sure.
너 예니퍼한테 얘기해야 돼. 먼저 이걸 가서 하고 하는 건가? 원서의 원진으로의 여행에 관해 이해하자. 아, 이거 불안해. 아니야, 이거 먼저 해. 확대 환등기를 고치는 걸 도와주자. 예니폰 어디 계시나요, 예니포 씨?
Everything's ready at my end.
아니 그만해. 너는
Gotta take care of something. Wait for me.
Sure.
예니포 나와. 이상한 쾌를 받아버린 것 같은데 지금. 막대 환등. 올라가는 거겠죠 아무래도. 포트가 대화하자였는데 왜 갑자기 이렇게 된 거야? 모르겠어. 일단 올라가 봐.
Look at the fire.
애니포 어디 계시나요? 포님. 저 캐스를 하고 나서 해야 되는 건가? 얘기를 먼저 하는 게? 표시가 안 나는 거 보니까.
Look at the fire. Now look here. Pupils function.
테케를 먼저 하는 건가 보네.
Hold this. No reaction to dimeridium.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few. Hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Edirn, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
See you later, Vesemir.
Pulse weak.
어디 갔어 예니포는? 무슨 방에 있었다고 한 것 같은데. 성안에 있겠지. 치웠다는 방은 어디 있는 거니?
Interesting. Not afraid of silver. connection to Dimeridium.
그냥 가야 돼? 한쪽으로 성이 너무 커. 어디 있는 거야? 퓨리온 내 사랑 같은 건가? 아 잠깐만, 어디 있을까요? 표시, 지도에도 표시가 안 되고. 레벨이 높아가지고 퀘스트가 꼬이는 건가? 갔다 옵시다. 메인 캐니까 뭐 문제가 있겠어?
Look at the fire.
넌 되겠지. 왜 표시가 왜 안 되는 거야? 또 어디 갔어?
Pulse weak already.
또 어디 갔니? 어두운 데 있지 말고
Everything's ready at my end.
가자.
No
모르겠다.
reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion.
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
진짜 폭탄 쓴단 말이야?
That makes sense.
노비들한테 거기서 드워프들하고 얘기할 때 이런 게 참고가 되는 건가? 얘기가? 원샷, 원킬.
Geralt? shot. Hunting's almost a diversion to that. You gotta get me one.
떨어질라.
Well, color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
먼저 갑시다.
Geralt?
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it! Moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really. Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
휩쓸기구나 이게.
Water hag.
Great. Last thing we need. All right. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for Crown 30 a head. So exactly what was the point?
Ought to ask Vesemir.
Oh, I have. Many times. Believe you me.
Let's go.
불만이
Jump in the
많구만.
boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
서로 그냥 자존심 싸움이 그냥 대단하구만.
Geralt?
탔잖아. 어디 또 앉아야 돼? 어떻게 하라고? 어떻게 탔는데? 어떻게 하라고?
Geralt? Geralt?
이 앉는 키가 있어?
Geralt?
투에 타자. 탔어. 이걸 뭐를 해야지 가는 거야? 출발! 출발!
Geralt? Geralt?
출발! 출발! 선을 끊어줘야 되나?
Geralt?
난 누르고 이 자식아. 하자 좀. 네, 탔어요,
Geralt?
아저씨.
Geralt? Geralt?
야, 이 자식아. 아저씨, 어떻게 해야 배가 가나요? 배를 출발시켜 주세요. 네, 아저씨. 혹시 뭘 해야 배가 출발하나요? 세이브 로드 해봅시다. 잠깐 장실탐, 간식탐도 할게요.
The ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Geralt? 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 Geralt?
완전 의자가
Built this
있었다고.
boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose. Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
진짜 4, 50년 이렇게 같이 살면은
Fall off a bit.
시답지 않은
Sails
능력을
fluttering.
하는 건가?
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Right, almost there.
뭐 호수에 뭐가 많을 것 같은데.
Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside,
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom? Like, step softly or you'll wake old Spear Tip?
Old Spear Tip's still down there?
Yeah, he is. Unless he's done us a favor and killed over on his own. Could come at us at any moment.
How'd the rhyme go? Old Spear Tip's a deep sleeper.
Wake him up and you'll sleep deeper. Come on.
Hear
무슨
that?
소리야?
Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always.
소리가
Fine.
근데 인간 같지 않은데.
Geralt?
Hey, little guy.
진짜 꼬모가 있어.
It's all right. You're safe now.
No! No!
환영이야?
Fine. Consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well, what do you know?
We can talk about that later. Got the foglets to take care of now.
An illusion! Who would have thunk?
You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No, I will not. In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child. Think we ought to get Dandelion to write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
놀림거리 되는 거야?
Dandelion should sing about you instead. Lambert, the smart-ass Witcher.
Better that than naive. Smartasses live longer.
Changing subjects. Did I see right? Was that boy...
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice and appearance.
Charming. Let's get out of here.
Needn't ask me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Lambert, enough.
서희가 진짜 안 좋은 거야. 친해서 그렇게 보이는 거야. 뭐야? 어쨌든 제작템은 좀 얻었고. 버섯 냠냠.
Bones. Pulverized.
Mm-hmm. Old Spear Tip's never been kind to guests.
떨리네.
Bones. Pulverized. Shit. Too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready? Oh! You fat fuck!
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
투닥투닥투닥. 총 투닥대네.
Wall looks a little shaky. Ard, maybe?
And wake old Spear Tip?
What? You afraid?
No, I just think before I act. Mind not stomping like that.
Relax. I slipped.
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter.
Bones. Pulverized.
Mm-hmm. Old Spear Tip's never been kind to guests.
Bones. Pulverized.
Mm-hmm. Old Spear Tip's never been kind to guests.
어떻게 통과하는 거야?
Ugh. Place reeks of mold.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet, just sleeping there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
11레벨짜리 주. 좋은 거 좀 줘라. 빛이 있어. 그래서 옛날에 죽었던 애들이
Couldn't carry on. I'm up for the job. You miss me, horse?
쉽조잉.
You gonna live?
Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. That's for Voltaire, you whore son.
Voltaire. Who's that?
Don't remember? Little guy. A scar on his chin right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All we can do now. Never made it out of here. Let's go. Oh, good to be back
하루가
above ground.
걸렸어.
Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir told me about that job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen. What? What are you doing?
Killing monsters. Good one.
Just came out that way. Come on.
원소의 원진으로 가자.
Ha! See him shit and run soon as he saw us?
Never known a troll to do that.
Witches to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Huh? Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
레드 구프 뭐 걔네랑은 상관이 없는 건가?
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
화나게 했어.
They understood all right.
왜
Congrats.
화나게 한 거야?
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
그냥 잡으면 안 돼? 세 보이지도 않는데. 점인 거.
walk throws. News goes no far more.
매호.
Witches, understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witchersea Castle. Rock's not there. Let him rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witchersea strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, wood? Only you. Witchersea monster kills. Trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp backups leave here. Use pass. No agrees? We smash.
똑똑하네. 여기 내려놓고 가라고.
All right, we'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want to know. Lick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
트롤과도 평화를 이루는 겁니다.
Think you might have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
나도 죽여. 아니 지금은 때가 아닐 뿐이야.
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. But save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest. How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air? Geralt? Geralt?
아니 너 말고 횃불.
All right, phylactery's in place.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axii, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axii. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel. I made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, and then hang himself.
잔인하구만.
Wow, truly great story.
Isn't it? Real side-splitter, I think.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No. I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
Think it's that bad being a Witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse. Just a shame I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some Witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer.
아빠가 처음 만난 게 아들이었어.
Alright. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
원손 다 모인 거야? 그것도 없는데? 이펙트가 없잖아.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
안 주는 거 아니야?
Witches is his sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I don't need convincing.
Come on, man, let's go.
규율이 그런 거예요? 보상이 그럼 없는 건가?
Right. Let's get back.
After you, sir.
뭔가 더 있다가 하면 뭐가 있는 건가? 트롤들이랑 뭐 얘기하는 건가? 뭐가 있어? 더 있다가 하는 선택지가 왜 있는 거지? 아, 그래서 처음 만나는 게 실이에요? 그게 2에서 나오는 내용이에요? 아까 이렇게 올라갔었는데 그러니까 다른 데로 올라갔던 건가? 뭐야? 저기.
Uh-oh.
아, 소설 원작이 그래요?
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests, especially dull ones.
Need to blow off steam? Go ahead, just not on me. Find some other target. I don't know, throw another bed off the balcony.
Ha ha ha.
소설은
So it's to be
그
dull
한글화
jokes
그
after
뭐지?
all.
번역돼서
Rather have a
나왔네.
serious conversation? We can do that if you prefer. So upset about Triss, you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Know what? We should end this discussion before I say something I'll regret.
If that's what you want.
Knew I could count on your better judgment. Very well.
갑자기
On to
싸우네.
more pressing matters. We've a great deal of work to do.
너가 얘랑도 안 되는 거 아니야?
The guys. Well, they're not
번역이
exactly
엉망이에요.
happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to save
능력자분들
your
안
planet.
계시나요? 이런 거 실제로
You're treating them
번역하는
like
팀이
pages, not
있다면서요.
including them.
그러면
Us,
소설도 그런
actually.
팀들이
I feel
번역해
that way
줄 수
too.
있지 않? 그런 건 안 되나?
I shall explain
하긴 그건 뭐
everything
저작
when the
판권 이런
time
게
is
있으니까
right.
그렇게 함부로 안 되겠구나.
First, we must finish our preparations.
인터넷 소설 같은 게 아니니까.
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret. For the time being.
너를 믿어주는 쪽으로 가야겠다 그럼.
It may seem that way now. But you'll understand in
그래.
time.
나중에 이해하는 한이 있더라도 후회하는 한이 있더라도
What do I
이해할게.
do?
믿어줄게.
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid. The other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
Taken care of.
Is
이걸
that
먼저
so?
했어야 되는 거네.
My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
First off, stop pouting. Second, no, it's no secret. Ida Emian, remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not so sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are.
수맥 탐지기 같은 거야?
Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
단축하고 알비를
Geralt?
Ever think about the past? About your time with the hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eridan's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
When the hunt had you, hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds. All shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me. Trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped them.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, Red Riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it. What did Eridan want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with them.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Eridan believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eridan did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Eridan would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
다음 대화는 뭐야? 왜 안 나와?
See you later.
퀘스트도 진행하고 대화했었어야 되는 거. 그러면 스킬리게 거기 대장 뽑고 하는 거는 퀘스트를 안 해도 되는 건가? 그것도 좀 하고 와야 되는 거 아니야? 거기 누가 왕이 되는지 알아야 될 거 아니야? 일단 메인 합시다. 메인 하기에도 빠듯하다. 근데 진짜 빨리 하면은 50시간 만에 할 수도 있다는 게, 메인 쭉 밀다가 뭔가 부족할 때 서브를 하고 이런 식으로 하면 50시간 만에도 하긴 하겠고.
Oh, got a signal.
찌.
Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Shh.
인데.
Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Can we talk? I'm looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her? How can I help you? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs?
이런 어려운 질문을 한다고?
So do I.
무슨?
So long. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Mounted witchering just never took off.
Pulse weak, but regular.
뛰어.
Ah, there you are. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Nothing here.
왔어요.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
둘이 아무튼 적대 관계긴 해.
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Ithne Iachus.
Recognize the dialect?
Leith and Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensevern. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
뭐야, 세상에 종말을 구하는 것도 할 수 있는 거야? 시리를 어떻게 해?
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Leith and Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Oh, enough. All is ready. We should
계속
gather the
뭔가
others.
사이가 안 좋아져가는 느낌이다. 아, 트리스트랑 다르네.
Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
잘못되진 않겠지. 안 돌아와서 구하러 가는 그런 스토리로 진행되진 마라, 제발.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that.
잠일?
Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caridin?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush! I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out, it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. The least we can do.
Eskel, that Catacan we cut up together. Tell us how you nabbed him.
A Catacan. Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My clan threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables, to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
헐. 늦게 나가야 되나?
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late.
캐롤트 같이 가?
Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
같이 안 가? 같이 가야지.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
그렇게까지 마시네. 안 듣고. 중요한 일이 있으니 침대로 불러들이는 그런 건 안 하는 거.
So, what's this about a Samarvilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yoko fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own, with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
All right, change the subject.
'Cause you refuse to admit I'm right? Whatever. Fine.
Stop being a smartass. Poor.
Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way. I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good man, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus. How about that? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers. Oh, Lambert. Kaer Morhen's black sheep.
You wanna know the best part? They weren't even my knickers.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
전작들 관련된 내용이에요.
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, you're a true friend.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
이거 어떻게 해야 돼 이거?
Lambert. Listen, you got a problem with me?
Me? What? Why would you say that?
Well, just seems that way. You know, you're a little like my little brother. Dumb and annoying, but a brother.
Geralt, damn it, you're gonna make me cry. Come here. Damn.
위에 걸 했어야 되나?
Good
아니.
thing it was empty. Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a
그만 자러
job
가.
for Vesemir.
No, again, take that hat off.
이거 안 했으면 옌이랑 좋은 밤을 보내는 건가?
He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked.
취객 찾으러 가는 거야?
Eskel, chop, chop.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
나와라.
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel.
책이 많아. 책 진짜 이모하구나.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
Eskel, chop, chop.
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel.
짐이 부족해.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
목적 제대로 간 것 같은데.
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel. Lonely winters breed some pretty strange ideas.
그 와중에 물품 강화도 되고 다 되네.
Eskel, chop, chop.
강화할 수 있는
Eskel, you
물품이 무슨
drunk! Get
칼을
out
안
here!
차서 디테일해요.
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel. Eskel, chop, chop.
첩첩은 뭐야?
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
첩첩.
Eskel, chop, chop.
첩첩.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
멘트가 몇 개 없고 반복되는 거. 왜 밖으로 나갔는데 왜 밖으로 나갔지?
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel.
Esco, chop chop.
Chop chop.
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it. We missed a fight.
I think he hurt himself.
What's one scar, more or less, in his case? Makes no difference.
Uh-huh. Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming.
자는 거야?
Eskel!
Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up.
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. Three of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. We don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Lambert.
아픈데 계속 건드려.
You're just jealous you didn't think of it first, but is that any reason to spoil it for us?
I don't have the strength to argue.
Of course you don't, cream puff. Bet I could take you with one finger.
Hey, relax, Lambert.
Wanna fight? Huh? Wanna? Come on.
Good night.
데려온다고 난리 쳤으면 뭐 다른 이벤트가 있는 건가? 망나니 컨셉.
Damn. What a dream.
뭐야, 우마 왜 그래?
See everyone's up and at him.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Guess your gravestone and hemlock method didn't work.
Not entirely, but I did learn something. While you were out hunting forktails and playing with the megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
Chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
꿀의 시험
Performed a
탕약.
series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data from simulations.
Meaning you get
꿀의 시험 탕약을 조제하자. 있어. 꿀의 시험 탕약이 어딨어? 패스트. 띵띵띵띵띵. 최악의 추남. 우마가 아니고 왜 최악의 추남이야?
Potions ready.
Tools, too.
Good. Vesemir?
hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
아플 거야.
Ready.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
이거 하다가 애들이 많이 죽는 거고.
Geralt, next potion. OECK Finn.
이런 거 할 때 최면 걸어주면 안 되나?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags on it.
말 잘 듣네 갑자기.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No, the trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
I trust Yen. She knows what she's doing.
Don't doubt that. But do we know what she's doing? She tell you how likely this is to work?
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well.
Geralt, maybe you oughta...
Come now, Eskel. I shan't bite you. Just do it.
내가 할 거야.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it. Or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey, Yen, you're dozing off.
No, I'm just arresting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake. I don't know. Tell me a story.
이야기.
Heard about the time Ciri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery. Never severe. Kaniatad. Never severe. Kowal. Arriva. Endir.
죽었어?
No. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Koal,
먹었어.
Koal, Kaniatad.
Nevid Severe, Koal, Koal, Kaniatad. Nevid, Kariba, Endir. Geralt, the phylactery, open it. Kaniatad, Taran Anadir, Dis.
영혼이 들어온 거야? 저주를 넣은 거야? 이거 마스크 엘프인가?
Have a look?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. And hell. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood.
Elder Blood to open the gate. We cannot allow this.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere and nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren. In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry. I tried to protect her, but the curse, the hunt, has not found the Isle as yet. 'Tis a matter of time.
섬을 또 난다고?
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't. No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through, do you understand?
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avallac'h? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
What's your suggestion?
Ciri can't flee forever. One day she'll stumble, and she won't get a second chance. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
여기로 끌어들여가지고 한다는 거구나.
We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice? Besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively. And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avallac'h to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
갔던 지역 가가지고 애들을 그럼 동료를 모으는 거야? 헌트 처치를 도와줄 친구들에게 말을 걸어 전투 참가를 부탁하자. 스킬리게로 가면 되는 거야? 아발라크.
Yes?
응? 이렇게 대답을 해? 전우들 스킬리기. 메인이 뭐가 많아지는구만. 비그라드에서도 가야 되고 벨렌에서도 가야 되고. 벌써 최후의 뭐 그런 거야? 안에서? 일단 장실탐 좀 하고 올게요. 걔네들은 그러면 뭐 그런 건 없는 건가 보네. 저런 게 나중에도 할 수 있는 건가? 어차피 뭐 저 퀘스트 같은 거는 돈 받는 거 같으니까 딱히 지금 바로 해야 될 것 같진 않고, 메인을 일단 여기선 쭉 해도 되겠네요. 북업 퀘스트 있는 것도 어차피 레벨 제한은 넘긴 것 같으니까. 아까 걔네한테서 갔다 와가지고 뻗은 거야? 칼을 왜 뻗은 거지? 트롤한테서 그래가지고 뻗은 건가? 그만 죽어. 괜찮구만. 빵 프로짜리인데 데미지가 이렇게 높아? 18레벨이라 그러면 비싼 게 많아. 다 1000원, 1000원을 지금. 다 데미지가 왠지 늘어난 느낌이지 왜? 뭐지? 아까보다 데미지가 왜 늘어난 느낌이냐? 이것들을 비싸게 사줄 애들도 필요하구만. 얘니랑 얘기도 좀 한번 하고 올 걸 그랬네. 사실 대화하는 것도 뭔가 이벤트 발생할 땐 좋은 것 같긴 하던데. 멜렌 가서
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift.
대장
But Yennefer and the
병장
witches
개를
managed
도와달라고
to
하는
do it.
거겠지?
The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the
Avalach.
elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
일러스트가 오히려 덜 징그럽게 그려놨네. CD가 그걸 저주를 그거 하려고 한 게 제 풀어주려고 한 거. 여기가 아니야? 멀리 있네. 애들이 뭐였는지 기억이 안 나냐. 키라 매치 누구였지? 약 꽂혀준 애였네.
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage, he says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with
저렇게
it.
돼 있는 건가 봐.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
독극물도 팔아? 능력치 초기화 포션? 지금 필요 없어요. 가격들이 다 엄청나게 올라 있고. 책.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end, burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange place to hide.
퀘스트를 안 하고 넘어가서 그냥 다 넘어갔나 보네.
In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Changing the subject. Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. but I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serad, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not, the local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
동굴에서
I
불
tried to
밝혀주는
go to
건가?
Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance.
이런 것도 있어.
You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
신기한 게 많아.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
휴대폰.
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Phi Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
레벨짜리야? 레벨짜리? 낮은 거네. 처음에 썼어야 되는 건데.
I was starting to miss you.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Finally know where Ciri is. I want to take her to Kaer Morhen.
Is that so? Nice to hear. But is there any particular reason you're telling me this?
Well, the Wild Hunt will know I found her when I do. They'll attack. Want you to help me repel them.
Ah, this is awkward. I mean, I'd gladly help, but I have a few more things to tend to in this charming dunghole. Perhaps, if you were to help me first...
Let me think about it.
You know where to find me?
얘네 꼭 퀘스트를 해줘야지 도와주나 보네. 그런 걸 먼저 해줘야 되는구나. 진작에 하고 가서 써야 되는 것들이 꽤 있겠네요, 그러면. 애들한테 도움을 받으려면 먼저 도움을 줘가지고 했었어야 되는 거구나. 도움 안 받으면 나중에 전투가 어려워지나? 무슨 수영을 다이빙만 해. 갈게 그냥 가자. 나왔다 진짜. 괜히 좀 짧게 가려고 하다가 이렇게 매달렸어. 배 타고 가는 법이랑 이런 걸 다 알려주는구나, 기본적으로. 가자. 메인 퀘만 하고 왔었어도 주요 서브 스토리 퀘들은 웬만하면은 다 하게끔 유도를 하네요, 게임이. 그걸 해야지 도움을 받을 수 있으니까.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait. Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
마법사들끼리는 쌍방이 되는 거야 그럼? 마법사가 아니라서 난 안 되는 거야. 섬이 이렇게 중간에 있었었나?
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
벌써 부서졌다는데 조심하라고?
The storm, damn it.
마법 등불을 사용해 유령을 찾자. 볼 때야 뭐야? 볼 때야 파리 때야? 부족? 아, 이동. 아이고. 주먹거리가 이씨 까불어 이씨. 나가는 거겠지.
place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so...
Let's try Kira's lamp. Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Where's that noble?
Blood. Many must have died here.
문은 두들기는데? 소리로 알려주는 거야.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
같은데. 저들이랑 뭐 이해를 못한다. 위층에서 뭘 해야 되는 거야?
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
가둬놓고 뭘 한 거야?
Where's that noble? Where's that noble?
너는 여기인데.
Where's that noble? Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Nothing over about him.
건데, 애들이.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and a daughter. To the top!
꼭대기에서 나머지 애들도 죽인 거야, 그러면?
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants, they're through the door.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants, they're through the door in the tower.
군부들이 뭔가 반란을 일으켜가지고 얘를 다 죽이러 온 건데. 앞에 있었는데. 시체 같은 게 앞에 있지 않았었네. 이벤트가 없는 거.
any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
뭐야? 누가 죽인 거야? 여자가 계속 차오라. 갑자기 불 붙으면서 왜 떨어지는 거지? 불길에.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
통로를 찾아봐.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
열렸나?
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
다른 쪽까지 끌고 왔다. 나 내리면 되는 건가? 였구만. 이제 수수께끼를 조금 할 줄 알게 됐구만.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
버린다고? 우리 처음 보지 않았니?
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
투명화되는 포션 같은 건가?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I
죽인 건
should
아니고.
leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
내가? 왜? 굳이?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
포션으로 뭔가 유령화된 건가?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
알렉산더 영혼을 데리고 와줘야 되는 건가?
He dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore.
숨기네.
It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
말을 좀 바꾸긴 했는데 찝찝하거든요. 일단은 해줘야지.
Fine, I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
뼈를 가져가면 그게 의미가 뭐가 있어?